we go again. Sorry, I look busted. It was a long day. Um, Yesterday we covered basically pre-pregnancy. You just found out. Um, I'll give a little bit of what happened for us with our first child, and for me personally as dad. Um, so I remember it was July. I was not anticipating the news. My wife wasn't acting weird necessarily. Um, it was just a regular day. I got off of work, came home, I showered, and she gave me a gift. I remember that. I was like, already okay, what's going on? Um, and in that gift, sorry, there was pregnancy test. Never seen one before. I thought it was a COVID test because now this is COVID time. This was back in 2021. I should know that quick. Um, yeah, so our firstborn was going to be coming, but um, as dad, initially, I don't know how to receive the news, which is not beneficial, um, depending on your wife and your relationship and how emotional you are or aren't, however that goes. But for me, I should have been excited immediately, but I wasn't expecting it because we had originally talked about not having kids for like the first 5 years of marriage, and so we were only on our second year in. So, ta-da, baby's coming. And what I didn't realize that I needed at the time was other men to help you regulate your own emotions because your wife is now going to enter this um, new emotional journey as life begins to form inside of her. Um, yeah, so that's kind of in a nutshell, what happened from my experience. And as I had mentioned last time, the nesting thing, how that took me by surprise. Um, so even before the nesting, though, I realized I needed um, someone to bounce things off of, and someone, for me personally, of the same sex. Um, so in this case, we had a friend who was pregnant as well at the time, and like I had mentioned, their son would be coming 3 months before ours. And then there's another friend that was pregnant at the time that their son was actually born 2 days before our son. So that was pretty cool too, but we didn't know at the time. Um, so it ended up being a pretty cool experience. Um, and if you don't have anybody around like that, well, I hope these videos help you kind of put that community together. As a lot of people say, like, it takes a village. Some of us aren't privileged to have that, so if you fall under that, I'm sorry, but I hope you do come to develop that for your family. um, yeah, so that's what happened for me initially. um, Big learning curve because parents didn't talk about it. A little bit of backstory: I was raised by my mom. Dad was around, but not really in our life in the picture. But yeah, that's for another video. If you want that video sooner, leave a note in the comments. Um, yeah, so find someone to bounce things off of, preferably the same sex. Um, if you're watching this as before your wife even tells you or you guys find out or anything, cool. Stay ahead of the game. Um, be surprised and welcoming of the news when you get it. Yeah, take it one day at a time. Take it one day at a time. That's my best advice. One more thing. I keep mentioning the word nesting. Sorry I didn't get a very good definition. But I'll explain it better than define it. You know, a nest like a bird, just, building a nest, collecting twigs, stuff like that. The way this happened for us, my wife one day started asking for things that were kind of out of character and random, in my opinion. So that caused my alarms to go off and be like, what's going on? And this started at like month number 3 or 4 or something. So, like way in advance, partially my own naiveness as dad and not having any other babies around or having really interacted with newborns. Um, yeah, she just sort of like kind of going around the house, room to room, doing some weird stuff. Um, making these purchases that she would not usually make. I mean, we had never bought baby clothes really. The random family, like, um, what's it called? Baby shower here and there. That's another video. And yeah, so my alarm started going off like something's weird. Like, didn't want to say anything because, I wanted to be uh, emotionally aware of everything going on for her. A lot of changes in her body and stuff like that. Her belly is starting to get bigger and things like that. Um, Maternity clothes are awesome. Oh, pregnancy pillows. Those are super clutch for both parties. She's gonna love it. She wants it. The can't lay on your stomach for sure. Like different positions. Anyways, yeah. So all these things started happening simultaneously, and so that is what nesting is. Um, your wife is getting ready for a baby. You might even experience it too. In very rare cases, you're the one that experiences it rather than your wife. And also, I had a friend who claimed they got the baby weight versus their wife, who like didn't really gain that much weight. Which, yeah, a lot of things there. But yeah, just enjoy the nesting.